I'm glad I didn't go first because this is my first time speaking on stage. So yeah, let's go. So I'm going to talk about virtual assistants or VAs. Does anybody know what VAs are? Who has VAs? Who's employed them before? Awesome. That's good. We actually got a lot of people in here using them. So I'm going to talk about how much leverage you can create in your business by using virtual assistants and how that is so powerful to 10x your business growth without having to put your own direct time into the business and having other people do work for you. Who wants to work less while still growing their business? Yeah, let's all work less. That sounds great, doesn't it? Live the Bali life. We're already here. Why not sip coconuts on the beach while our business 10x's? So the way that we can use virtual assistants is simply by the economic hacking of it, right? In the Philippines, to hire virtual assistants can cost anywhere from $3 to $5 per hour. And you can imagine how many virtual assistants you can hire for the normal wage of, say, a personal assistant in the US or Australia or in one of these Western countries. It's going to cost you like $25, $30 per hour. So for that same cost, you can now hire 5 to 8 virtual assistants for the same cost. Isn't that cool? That's 5 times the manpower. You can imagine how much more work gets done when you have 5 people doing it. Now, I know the thing that a lot of people get tripped up on is like, well, how skilled are these virtual assistants, right? How well do I have to train them to be able to do tasks that I want them to do? And I wanted to share a little perspective. I have a friend who actually outsources his sales to virtual assistants in the Philippines, and they do all of his sales calls for him. And they close $1.2 million per year in sales. Virtual assistants from the Philippines. Isn't that crazy? Wow. It's pretty wild. And that just goes to show that anything can be outsourced. And I stand by that belief. I've seen it in my own businesses. I've seen it in all my friends' businesses, with all of our clients we work with as well. Virtual assistants can do almost anything. And it's pretty powerful stuff. So where do you find them? How do you use them? I'm going to go into a quick, little 90-second spiel about it. I like to hire from Facebook groups and also a website called onlinejobs.ph. For the Philippines specifically. If you need virtual assistants from South America, Facebook groups are better for that kind of stuff. And then what you can do is make job postings on either the websites or in the Facebook groups. You take applications, you take interviews, you hire the best candidates, pretty self-explanatory stuff. What I always look for is English speaking and hardworking, loyal. I always like to hire people without experience because it's easier to train from scratch, because they might have all these preconceived notions of how they have to do something, and then you have to untrain stuff, which is really annoying. So it's easier to hire someone that doesn't have the experience, and that way you're also giving them the opportunity, and they get to provide for their family. In the Philippines, the average wage is about $2 per hour. So if you pay them $5 per hour, that's already double what they would make in any other job they could find there in the Philippines. And that's pretty beautiful to give that opportunity to someone. And then from there, once you have the virtual assistant hired, it's really about creating clear systems for them to follow. So with whatever task you want them to do, having a clear documented process of how you do that. So yes, SOPs, frameworks, guidelines, these kinds of things work really well. These can be Google documents, they can be Loom walkthroughs, all this kind of stuff works very well to just clearly document your process. And that's how you can get virtual assistants to do it for you. And then you want to, at scale, once you have a few virtual assistants, then you can get someone to manage that team. So let's say you have 5, then you would hire another virtual assistant to manage those 5 people. And now you have something that's infinitely scalable and super cheap as well. For the price of one person you could hire from the Western country, you can get 5 virtual assistants, and that's the power of leverage right there. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's pretty sick. I also have one of my VAs in the crowd, actually. She does my laundry, my cleaning, my cooking. It's my girlfriend, actually. Oh, no. Sorry. It's a bad joke. But that's pretty much it, guys. Virtual assistants have 10x my business, 10x all my clients' businesses. It's been super fun to work with them, giving people in the Philippines this opportunity to work from their home, provide for their families, and make way more than they would in any other role. It's pretty cool. So I highly recommend looking into it. It's good stuff. And yeah, hopefully that was valuable. I'm going to finish early. Yeah.